Welcome back, chemistry fans. Today, what we are going to do is an activity, one of the types of reactions, but this one is a combustion for the most part, but it also happens to incorporate some single replacement details. I got my goggles on because this one could explode in my face, and I don't want that to happen. So let me turn the screen over to the desktop here, and you will see that one of the chemicals we're going to be dealing with is zinc. The other chemical that we are going to be dealing with is a little bit of hydrochloric acid. Okay, so to get this started, we are going to place a couple of pieces of hydrochloric acid into just a normal old test tube. So I will pull back away from the screen after I've inserted just a couple of pieces here. Zinc is a little shiny metal, and this is just a few pieces I'll put in here. You can hear them trickling down into the container. And then I'm going to, as I said before, I'll pull over here, and you can see I've got my larger test tube with a holder on it, and I'll show you what that's for in just a second. But I've got now my test tube. It has my zinc in here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pour some of this HCl in here. And what you will notice is it's going to instantly start sizzling. And so what you can actually see is a little bit of the bubbles that are created, and those are the hydrogen bubbles. That's from that single replacement reaction. It's going to be your job to actually write out those reactions and predict these products that we're going to utilize for this experiment. Okay, now I've got it cooking, and I've got a little bit more of a reaction going than I had before. And you can see evidence of those bubbles. Well, the bubbles are lighter than air, so they're going up. So I am collecting them into this large test tube here. So I've got this contraption where I'm just holding it mouth to mouth, small test tube to the large test tube. And we're just going to collect this for a few minutes. I will come back to the video and I will be in a different camera at that point. Okay, here we are. We've been collecting now a few moments, and what you'll see is, again, I am still collecting a lot of gas into this upper test tube up here. Well, it is time now to see if we can create a combustion. Not a flame per se, but if we take this in slow motion, frame by frame, you're going to be able to see that this material will actually explode. So I'm going to raise this up just a little bit. And then what I can do is also turn off the lights, and you should be able to see this a little bit better. What I'm going to do over here is I'm actually going to light a splint so that we can ignite our gas. So give me just a second here. Now, setting my test tube into the container, into the test tube rack. And what I'm going to do is slightly move up my test tube large that has the hydrogen gas. And what you should be able to hear is a high-pitched barking sound, the explosion. And if you watch this in slow motion, frame by frame, you may actually be able to see the flame travel upward into the test tube. So here it goes. Very cool. Very nice one. Okay, so let me turn the lights back on. And this is everything that I wish to share with you today about a combustion type of reaction coupled with a single replacement reaction. So thank you very much for paying attention. We'll talk with you again soon. Bye-bye.